All right. Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to the live market review. And it's Wednesday. Tingnan natin kung ano na nangyari kay market, no? I hope you were able to catch a few pips there before uh, the bounce on the 50% fib kay AUD USD. So, diretso na tayo doon. Review natin ano nangyari, ano pang pwede natin gawin. Okay? So, let's go and jump into the charts now. Let's go. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so that's a duplicate there. All right, so we're on AUD USD. Look at that drop from, oops, ano to? There, right? From Monday, yung napaka-iksing drop na yon. Okay, so what 50% fib am I talking about? So if you are into Fibonacci retracement tool, so that's the drop that we saw on the 50% fib. Okay, pero sabi nga natin, okay, just to go back to the analysis now, just a quick review here. We have a trend line there that we're anticipating for the price to go to, if it can continue downwards. Okay, and if we draw a horizontal line using the previous data, if you guys can remember this. Okay, so let me draw another horizontal line somewhere here. Okay, there you go, and dito. Okay, so that was the move that we had from Monday. Okay, saan ulit nang gagaling tong support and resistance level na tinitingnan natin, coming from this and this right here. So, we were selling here Monday. Look at that, beautiful drop, pero not that much. Pero I would say still, if you were able to monetize this move from this shooting star right here up to this level right here, then good job for you. Okay, and to give you an update for me, unfortunately, right, as always, okay, di tayo naglalagay ng take profit, so lumagpas na naman siya doon at umakit. Pero good thing to know that the price have moved in our favor here. It's just that, yeah, if you're keeping your trades for an extended period of time, right, please understand that the price will not go by just one bar, right? Hindi araw-araw na ganito kalalaki yung movement. Pansinin niyo to, okay? So, kaya nga, as an intraday trader, I suggest na kung may certain target kayo, like 10, 20 pips, then you set it up like that. Okay? Or maybe 50 pips or 30 pips. Yeah? Something like that. You mean, everything will be based on your discretion anyway. Okay? So, yes, the price have dropped again. We're seeing it right here. It's coming back to that, or close to the 73.93 level. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung kaya niya talaga mag-extend papunta dun. No? Pero, going back to the daily chart, and just for the sake of for the people who are using the Fibonacci retracement tool, so you could be looking at this one. Pero for me, I will not buy until the price goes higher than this horizontal line, which is 74.44 right now, as we have redo or redone. Ubusan na siya ng English, no? Inulit natin yung horizontal line, redo, redone, inulit. Okay, so yung horizontal line, again, yung basis po natin, if you're quite confused on where to put your horizontal line, your support and resistance, my recommendation or suggestion is go for the line chart, di ba? Go for the line chart, go for the peaks, no, yung mga points, I mean, like this one. Then you can go back to your bars or candlesticks and find a level where these price action touch the most. And hindi lang basta touch the most, kasi yung iba, uy, sabi touch the most, di nilagay sa gitna, yun, no, maraming touches, di ba? Ang hinahanap po ninyo, reminder ha, ang hinahanap nyo when you're drawing support and resistance is a level where the market usually reverses. Okay? So, yun ang hinahanap natin. Okay? Hindi yung parang, uy, basta lang makalagay ng horizontal line kasi maraming touches. Again, you're looking for a level where the market usually reverse. Okay? So, just like acting a literal ceiling when you throw that ball, right? You want to see the price bounce off, right? Or a floor level. When you throw that ball, you want to see the price or the ball bounce off. So, yun yung hinahanap mo actually. Alright? So, in that case, what are we to do now? Okay, since the price have dropped again, if you were able to jump in on a 1 hourly chart, look at that breakout. Okay. Okay, so pero few pips pa lang naman. There's still about 18 pips from the entry price, the what do you call this? the the recommended entry price. So that's okay, may meeting daw pala si Ses. Okay, anyway. Makaka-attend dun sa kabilang session. All right, anyway. So, for me personally, sa lower time frame, medyo na late na tayo dito sa pag-reverse niya ulit. Probably on the 15-minute chart. Tingnan natin. Okay. Malayo na siya sa EMA. So, as you know how I look for my trades, I always look for the bounce. So, this one is definitely away from the EMA. So, medyo malayo siya. I would rather see the price go back there. And let's see how it goes. All right. So, let's see here. Okay. How about this, Ma'am Tess? Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. I hope you guys can hear me now. All right. And I would assume the guys on YouTube as well can hear me loud and clear. Yeah. Meron naman audio. Okay, sige. Thank you so much for yun. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so yun na, sinasabi ko kanina, balikan ko lang for the people na medyo nawala kanina yung audio, no? So ulitin ko po ha. We are still looking at an uptrend AUD USD. Kaso nga lang, we are currently on this pullback, no? Nagpo-pullback siya back to the trend line. Okay, so just imagine it like a rubber band, no? Ito yung mga times na drawing ko ha. Ito yung mga times na you pull the rubber band away. You pull the rubber band away, you pull the rubber band away, you pull the rubber band away, right? And the pink or purple line here, again, depending on your screen resolution, will be the pullback, the pullback, the pullback. Yun yung times na parang binibitawan niyo yung rubber band. So you want it to like pull back here. Ito yung expected natin. As we stretch it too far, right? We would like to see it bounce here too. But of course, or extend there too. But of course, sabi nga natin, there are certain levels where the market will reverse, right? Not really following the one that we have expected, but at least we have a view of what the market is doing. So in this case, baka hindi siya tumuloy-tuloy doon at dito siya mag-bounce off again. So meaning, if we are to continue monitoring AUD USD until the end of the week, right? Oh, by the way, speaking of this week, I know it's Holy Week, right? So you might expect for, though the market is open, okay? And tawag dito, please expect that in most cases as experience, diba? There's very little volatility there, right? Or yung movement ng market during the, what you call this? During Holy Week, okay? So you might want to go and just be a little conservative with your position, right? So if you are, by the way, tawag dito, nakalimutan ko yung term eh. Alright, so siguro, I mean, the best way to go about this, yes, the market will still be open, but less volatility lang. So be extra careful with your position, or might as well, tawag dito, have a rest from the currency market Friday onwards, diba? So give that rest for yourself as well, right? I understand you guys are, if not, what you call this? Naubusan ako ng words. Ano ba yung celebrate or pagugunita or ano? Parang ganun. Alright, so yeah, you can take that few days off of your chart and just simply enjoy what you need to do. Alright? And be back on Monday. Yeah, depende na sa inyo. So in that case, I won't be doing a live session on Friday as well, right? In respect to observance. Yun yung term, sorry. Right? So as our observance to Good Friday as well. So just letting everyone know, like as early as now. Okay? So we will resume the session on what do you call this? Monday na tayo. Okay? Alright, so anyway, so sabi ko nga, though there will be movements in the market until Friday, yeah, whole week para man open si market. Pero I would not expect for volatility or such volatility to be as equal as what we will expect on regular days. Okay, so kung short-term trades, then probably you are to expect for like, I don't know, 10, 20 pepper, then you go out and then just re-enter. Okay, so in our case, since we're expecting for that move to happen, okay, nag-jump in nga ako dun sa 4-hourly chart kanina, right? So if you were able to catch this drop again from earlier today, okay, that's beautiful there. Another shooting star from the horizontal line. Still, our EMAs are pointing to the direction where we want to see the price go. Okay, it's just that we are seeing a short-term floor level here. So ibig sabihin, Do not set your take profit lower than this level, okay? You can be a little too ambitious, all right? And be conservative instead. Wait for that breakout to happen, right? Anyway, if that price goes, you still have like about 70 pips, maybe plus minus, right? If you can go and sell after the breakout naman, okay? So for now, will I take any position here? Not yet, because I don't see a reasonable entry price. H1 has moved already. H4 is 2 bars late if I'm getting in now. D1 definitely. If I'll take the previous bar as my entry price, then that will be where the floor level is. So meaning I don't want to touch AUD, USD at least for now. Pero of course, reminder for the people who are, again, I'm just redrawing the Fibonacci tool right here. So if you're using the Fibonacci retracement tool, probably you're expecting for the price to go up there. So my suggestion is just wait for this resistance to be broken and tested para mas mataas yung confidence natin for a buy position, right? If you guys are going long on AUD USD, all right? So let's see if what happens, or balikan natin to on Monday. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari kay AUD USD, all right? So I want to move on to Euro USD now. Okay, pansinin niyo yan, no? Ang ganda. Ganda ng breakout na to. Pero ganito na lang, sandali ha. Ulitin ko yung mga lines, no? Para, again, sabi ko nga, mas maganda yung laging may fresh look. Sorry, excuse me. Maganda pa rin yung laging may fresh look of what the market is doing. So, let me just do the drill here for you. So, 3 months or 2 months plus, okay? So, if you look at that, we're still looking at the downtrend, all right? This extension is looking strong, I would say, yeah. It's testing the previous low, so let's see, okay? Kasi if I would do this, oops, sorry, not that. If I would do this, sabihin natin ito yung phase 1. Right, so nandyan pa rin siya sa 0 fib, 0% fib. So ibig sabihin, may chance pa rin siyang mag-breakout and go that direction. Okay, so again, that's applicable for the people who use Fibonacci extension or retracement tool. All right, there you go. Bit of water. Okay, so how far can it go? Kung papasok tayo ngayon, how far can it go? Tingnan natin. It's a beautiful pullback there, no? Oops, sorry, what's going on? Okay. So mas safe if I put this horizontal line first. And sige, I'm just pointing out on this one. So ibig sabihin, para hindi ako malito, bababa ko yan ng konti somewhere here. Then yung short-term floor level ko, gagawin ko lang siyang and trend line. Okay, so diagonal line yan originally, pero dinadraw ko siya horizontally for me to be reminded that's a short-term floor level that I want to see the price, if not break, really test, no? Para malaman natin. Okay, so if I go on H4, interesting. This is a very, very interesting setup now. But if I go for here, 20 pipper, okay. Again, I'm looking for an entry price, no? Looking at D1 chart, nakikita natin that the price is still likely to continue at least on this level bago siya mag-bounce off, okay? Conservatively, if you want to, you can already follow this line right here. Okay? Or yung touch nito. Pero sa akin kasi pag if you go to the line chart, hanggang dito lang talaga yun eh. So, nag-reverse lang siya. So, in most cases, I will follow where my line chart is. Okay? So, meaning, short term, I can still take advantage of that quick sell. Tingnan natin if we can, no? If I'll go for 4 hours, entry now, at this level, 0.0811. Well, I think we have several entry price here from, hindi nga lang na-trigger, no? Pero sandali, ha? About 20 pepper, pwede. I want to check H1 instead. H1 is in. I'm a bit hesitant to get in on H1 kasi kung mapapansin nyo, may maliit na sideways siya dyan. So, I don't want to get that in my head. I don't want that to be in my head. me see. Look at that. If you go to a lower time frame, like 15 minutes, you can clearly see that there's consolidation there. Parang merong pag-aalangan to go lower. But still, orange is below the blue. Let's see if I can take this as my entry price. Anyway, if my entry price is here, so magbe-break siya sa sideways na yan. Okay, let's see. I want to see this bounce to happen. And if not, under 15 minutes, we can, or actually 12 minutes na lang now. Right? If we can see the price go there, target lang natin 20 pipper. So, let's see. Entry here, stop loss there, 20 pipper. Okay, let's go for a sell here. Again, I'm not doing a sell at market, but instead, I'm doing a sell pending order, a sell stop order. Entry price will be at 0.813 or 1.0813 is my entry price. Let's see if we can still set up a, what do you call this? An expiry for this one. Okay, stop loss. Okay, 20 pipper will be 31, no? Oh, sorry. Nakatingin sa ano. 33. You know, 13 na nga yun, di 33. 1.0833. Okay? Then, our take profit will be somewhere at, on this level, extend na natin. Sige, 20 pepper nga lang. Dito na lang. 0.9. Dito ko na gusto ko siyang i-stretch hanggang dito. 0.789. So, at this point, we're setting a take profit, which, again, it's based on your discretion, ha? Depende talaga sa inyo if you want to set things like this or you can constantly monitor your trades. Importante po yung stop loss kasi minsan pag biglang hindi nyo na ma-monitor, you don't want the price to go the opposite of your trade and eating up your account, diba? So, always have a stop loss. Kahit kung sa tingin nyo ayaw nyo maglagay ng take profit, that's totally fine. Pero wag nyo pong kakalimutan yung stop loss. That's a way to protect your account just in case you will not have the time to go back to your chart and monitor kung ano yung movement ni market, diba? Okay, so somewhere at 89, I place the trade there. Sabi ko na kulang na yung time for a pending order. So, ibig sabihin, same drill. We'll go back to this one at 9 o'clock so we can cancel this pending order manually. Kasi I will not be allowed to set a pending order anymore. An expiry, right? Again, an expiry will cancel your trade automatically if the parameters are not met. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi tinamaan si entry price. Okay? So, that's one way for me to set trades without monitoring them all the time. Okay? Now, jumping into GBP USD, let's see kung ano pwede natin gawin dito. Look at that price. Nag-bounce na siya dito pababa. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron pa tayong line dito. Okay? Ayan o. Okay, so tanggalin na natin yan. Actually, we're waiting for it to break out there pero hindi nangyari. Bumalik siya ulit. At hindi tayo nakapag-trigger ng trade doon. So anyway, several times here for this short consolidation, nakikita nyo nag-i-stay pa rin siya close to the 129.95 floor level. Right? Balikan ko lang ulit si D1 ha para mas makita nyo yung bigger picture. So ito po yun. Ito yung downtrend na yon, tapos ito din yung floor na tinitingnan natin kung mabe-break niya. Or pag hindi, sabi natin nung Monday, we could possibly expect for a buy there, right? Kasi nga nakastay na siya dito. Pero ayaw niya pa talagang gumalaw. So bumalik siya actually sa floor level, right? Now in my case here, without looking at the EMAs, I want to go and test this floor again for another buy right now kasi ito na yung gusto natin makita. In fact, nandito tayo nung Monday. So, let's see if the price can break the previous bar high. Conservatively, you can set your take profit somewhere here. Itong level na to. So, very, very short-term trade lang. Wait. Kung nandyan, sadali. I want to see the H1 chart. Alright, there. I think the H1 chart is... Tama ba? Or parang namamalik mata lang ako. Oh, not that. I would love to use this instead. Then... Oo nga, almost the same entry price. Yeah. So, ito nga talaga yung previous bar. Pero, sige. Let's see, mas tighter ito. This is a what? 26, 20 pips, risking 30. Pwede naman, we can adjust it somewhere here if you wish. Sandali Ang hinahanap na lang po natin asan yung entry na. Hindi, ito na lang gagawin ko. The previous bar low is the current price. Basta, importante sa akin is protected yung capital. Alright, so 30.25 is my entry price now. I'm on the 1 hourly chart, by the way. Stop loss will be somewhere at 1.2986. Okay, so let's set a buy stop order here. Okay, and let's set at 1.3025. I'm on the 1 hourly chart, pero 6 minutes na lang until we get a new bar. So I could possibly reassess this or tawag dito, recompute my entry price. Still, I want to see a bullish run on this one. Okay, pero pag hindi naman, we can always adjust the, what you call this, our position later on. Okay, so since ka-cancel din naman natin yan in few minutes, pag hindi na trigger, but yeah, still 5 minutes can happen, or within 5 minutes that spike can happen, right? So we don't know. Kaya habang hindi pa siya nangyayari, maglagay na tayo ng pending order. Okay? Para kung mangyari man siya na wala tayo doon, at least automatically this trade will be activated for us even if we are not looking at it. Okay? Yun ang kagandahan ng setting a pending order, kasi pag may nakikita kang potential, i-set up mo na siya, 'di ba? I-set up mo siya, tapos tawag dito, ano ibig sabihin? I-set up mo siya. Tapos pag nag-trigger siya, saka lang mag-active yung trade kasi nga pending siya, di ba? Alright? So, let's go back to that at 9 o'clock. We have 5 minutes to go through. Look at that. Yeah. Look at this breakout. I like it. Ito yung ina-expect ko kay AUD USD na drop pero hindi nangyari. Pero anyway. Di ba? Pero nung Monday, yan, nagstay lang siya dyan, nagtatouch na siya dyan. Actually, if I can remember it correctly, right, at a point, we are looking or waiting for the price to break out there for a buy na sana tayo dyan eh. Right, if you guys can remember that, Monday, like, nung pagka-zoom out ko, you know, yung crossover na to, nung nangyari ito, nag-aabang na ako dito ng entry price. Pero, hindi siya nagtuloy. Well, that's totally fine. Hindi ko lang nalagyan tong dito. Well, for me personally, if I have lines like this, I could have not taken this trade too. So, that's totally fine. So, meaning, if this price have the intention to go further lower, I want to see that pullback before going down. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Right? I want the price to go up, then go down after. Right? Kasi bakit? Alright? Bakit? Tapos na to eh. Okay? Gusto natin yung rubber band, bumalik siya, tapos hilain na lang natin ulit. So, kumbaga yun yung extension na gusto nating makita ulit. Okay? So, it's pulling back, it's the pullback that we want to see, right? After the extension. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin nun ulit? Extension, pullback, extension, pullback. Di ba? Nag-pullback siya dito. Tapos nag-extend na naman siya ulit. So, pag masyado nang malayo yung price sa EMA, kung mapapansin nyo, I want you to do a study on this one, right? Backtesting is the technical term. If you want to and you have time, you go back and look at historical data and you notice something like this. Every time it goes away from the EMA, it tends to go back afterwards, right? There you go. Then, yeah, eventually, if the crossover happens, look at that. Away from the EMA again, balik. Away from the EMA again, balik. So, there's a certain pattern there, but sabi nga natin, hindi siya symmetrical all the time. Kasi ang iba, iniisip like, oh, last time 5 bars, so dapat 5 bars din ngayon, di ba? So, hindi po siya ganun, ha? For me personally, I'm not really good in numbers. What I want to see, right, is at least a pattern, a view, right? Kasi sabi nga ng mentor ko, no, di ba? At what you call this? Establish at least a view for you to have a clue of what you want to do, right? So if you cannot establish a view of what's happening in the market, it will be difficult for you to understand, or at least, right, have a clue of what you want to do. In that case, what you want to do means whether you want to buy or sell. Now, after that, at what level you want to put your entry price or stop loss, right? So, yun yung ibig sabihin na have a view for you to have a clue of what you want to do. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin niya doon. Now, anyway, in my case, if I want to sell, I want to see that pullback first. Let's see H1, if H1 is giving us that early pullback. Not yet. Look at that. Malayo pa rin siya. So, we want it, if not touching very, very close to the EMA, right? If not touching the EMA, at least close siya sa EMA. From there, I would expect for a breakout from the previous bar. So my strategy is just as simple as looking for the bounce, and the breakout is my entry, right? So it's the bouncing breakout. Okay, right? And let's see on the 15-minute chart if we go. All right. Delete na natin yan. Oops, but ito pa rin nakasave. I wanted to be more specific at 8 hours. There you go. Then, bakit naka 21 to? Oh, okay. Ito na naman tayo. I will save. Alright. There. So, at least go back there. Tapos saka tayo mag-anticipate ng sell ulit. So, can that possibly happen tonight? Yes. I would be rooting for a sell position still. Alright. If that goes back to the EMA. Now, conservatively, alright, if you want to be a little conservative,
it's time for bed.
It's time for bed, sabi ni Alexa. Thanks, Alexa. So, but anyway, if you want to be a little conservative, you can use the trend line that we have drawn on the daily chart as your reference for the pullback. Okay, para mas maging confident ka. Naalala mo to, yan, uptrend. Then ito yung nangyayari, no? So, nagbe-breakout siya dito. So, you want that level to be tested again if really the sellers can, join the resistance, right? And push the price lower. Okay? So, ano yun yung ibig sabihin nun? There are sellers resisting the buyers move there. They will try to push the price lower. Okay? So, yun yung pinaka-conservative mo. Kung gusto mo mag-sell, dito pa, antayin mo siyang bumalik doon. Then, mas malaki yung room mo for selling. So, what we're doing now is not really very, very aggressive, but a little aggressive compared to what I just mentioned right now. Okay? So, it's really up to you where you want to get in. For me, I will be checking the 15-minute chart on this one. And we'll still look for a sell. Pag hindi naman, sabi ko nga as always, madali lang po magpalit ng bias if we are seeing that the market is now again pointing that direction. Anong ibig sabihin nun? As soon as see that the price action is above this horizontal line, we will go for a buy instead of a sell. Okay? So, that's my take on NZD-USD and it's 9 o'clock, 9:01. Tingnan natin ulit si Euro-US. Hindi talaga siya nag-trigger. Okay? So, that's totally fine. Let me cancel this pending order. Right? Tingnan natin. Can I still go? Medyo dito may hesitation na ako kasi parang ayaw niya mag-breakout eh. Kasi kung may intention siya mag-breakout, sana nangyari na kanina. Right? So nagiging short-term sideways na siya. If you can put it this way, this short-term consolidation is now bothering me to take a position. So I will, meaning, hindi ako magiging confident do sa position ko na yon. So I don't want to stress myself. Remember, trading is fun, diba? So if it's no longer fun, you're stressing yourself out. You're not doing it properly, okay? So I'd rather, okay, have just 1 or 2 trades, pero I'm confident with it, compared to like having 20 to 30 trades there open all at the same time, but, right? I don't even know what's happening, okay? So, quality versus quantity, everyone. My question is, where do you want to be? Quality or quantity? Yeah, let me know. All right. From here, no, I don't want to re-enter there. H1. Yeah, no. So, GBP-USD, balikan natin. GBP-USD, did it break? No. But, look at this. What I'll do here is not totally. I'm moving on to GBP-USD, by the way. All right. I'm on the 1 hourly chart. Notice what I'll do next here. Instead of deleting it, I will modify it because I still see that this trade is valid. Let me zoom in, right? Look at this. Price is still staying above that horizontal line. I'm waiting for the buyers to really support this level right here, and buyers can push the price higher. My entry price will be above the previous bar. And by the way, if you're noticing my EMAs there, I'm not trading based on the EMAs, right? To avoid that confusion, I can actually delete that EMA right there, okay? Because again, I don't see a trend here, okay? Sandali, tanggalin natin to. I don't see a trend here, at least on this short-term move. You don't see a trend. Look at the, right? Look at those waves that the market have created. The cycles, yeah? For some, I believe you have learned to see or look for these patterns, and they're called cycles, waves, right? Pullback extension, that's the same thing for me, okay? If you are confused about the terminology, okay, for me, ang pinaka-easy is look at the waves, alright? Do you see a certain pattern there? Do you see momentum on the waves, alright? Ibig sabihin, kung palaki ng palaki ng palaki ng palaki yung waves, then there's something's gonna happen. Pero pag kalmado lang ang dagat, then you're fine. Okay? Walang mangyayari dun. So, but for us as traders, right, imagine yourselves as surfers. You want waves, right? The bigger the wave, the better, right? But of course, understanding waves, they are not of the same sizes all the time. Okay, so you can go for a quick ride or a long ride, I mean, depending on the size of the wave. Okay, so parang ganun. So in that case, I don't see the waves happening here, and for that reason, the EMAs are not the best indicator to use, right, as part of our analysis. So again, if you're a bit confused, like, bakit orange below the blue? Why is he buying? That's totally against what he have thought about EMAs, right? No, I'm not trading because of the EMAs in this case. Okay, so let me just go back to this one and reassess our position. Okay, so mapapansin nyo, ginagawa ko dito, earlier, this was our basis for the entry. Now, this bar have ended. Ang gagawin ko ngayon, since this is the current price now, I will move my entry price to this next bar. And ito na yung aabangan natin na mag-breakout. So, pag hindi nangyari yan, okay, that's totally fine. Walang problema doon. We will set an expiry for this trade. So, meaning, that entry price will be adjusted. I will go for 30.13 now, price. Babaan natin ng like about 12 pips. Okay? And I think I would keep the stop loss below the previous bar. It's still lower there. So, meaning, if the price stays here, we can still protect the stop loss. But if you want to, what you can do actually is move it a little lower, right? Going for the lowest, at least on this series of bars. Diba? So what you're trying to do is to protect the market just in case it will stay here. Hindi pa masa-stop out yung trade mo. And from there, you can go, what do you call this? And see the price move in your favor, right? For some traders, they use an indicator called ATR, right? So if you want to know more about ATR, let me know. So I can talk about that, or maybe if you have questions, you can just send me a question directly on my Facebook page and or my Facebook account, right? Direct message me so I can give you the answer to your questions for that. Okay. From here, then of course, okay, I'm okay with not setting a take profit. Let's observe what's gonna happen here next. And next for me will be the expiry. So 1700 will be the next 1 hourly bar. Tingnan natin if the market will move in our favor. So, modify, notice, oops, sorry. Hindi ko nagalaw to. Okay, okay na to. Yan. So, I'll be setting this here. So, let's see if the market can go up there. Wait. Sandali. Sabi ni Zaza, wait a minute. Look at that entry price. A little below the lower than the previous bar. Extend ko lang siya ng kaunti, ha. And there you go. I want the price to be above. The entry price will be above the previous bar. That's where I want to see my entry. Okay. So, pansinin nyo pag manually ina-adjust ko siya dito. Pag entry yung ina-adjust mo, sumasama si stop loss. Pero pag si stop loss ina-adjust mo, hindi na sumasama si entry. Okay. So, at least something to note. Okay. So, tingnan natin if GBP/USD will move in our favor in an hour. Pag hindi naman, we have an expiry there. Automatically, the trade will be canceled even if you're not in front of the computer. Okay? So, NZD/USD, same thing. Pullback pa rin talaga tayo. Right? Yun pa rin, oh. Tingnan natin yung pullback na yun. Just 8 pips. I don't want to go and jump in on a quick buy, pero 8 pips lang yung target. Pero kung malaki yung account nyo and you're trading like, what? $100 per pip, 8 pips is still good, right? Okay, so I want to move on to USDCHF, where my chart is a little bit cluttered. And for that reason, let's go and clean it up. Okay? Look at that bounce right there. Pero sabi nga natin, if naalala nyo to, meron pa rin tayong resistance dyan na nire-respeto. Ayaw pa talaga niyang mag-break out. Pero nag-pullback na siya dun. Ang ganda sana nung pullback niya from here. If you are to set another floor level here, you know, ganda. There. We're too late for another buy. The price already have moved and testing this horizontal line here as its resistance. So I don't want to be involved with USDCHF until it goes up there. Pero I could possibly anticipate for a short-term sideways here. Okay, tingnan nga natin kung pwede tayo dyan. Pwede ba tayo dyan? I think I'll go for the next bar. Pag itong bar na to, mas malapit. Yeah, I think I want this bar to end first. Then from there, I would decide if I want to sell. Parang ganito siya eh. Nandito siya sa scenario na ganito. Right? Sorry, not that. Itong ibabox ko na orange. Parang ito siya eh. So kung mapapansin nyo, right? You don't want to be selling here too early and the price goes up first. Right? So antayin natin if itetest niya yung level na yon. Okay? And saka ako magde-decide whether I want to sell or not. Okay? Pero my bias on USDCHF is a sell. Same thing with the next one I'll be talking about, which is USDJPY. Nandun na naman siya. Tinetest na si 125 level. Right? It's staying above that level now. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. So, my position now is to go for a sell on this one, hopefully. This one's in the left. I'm trying to compute for this and this. This. If this one ends over here, 50% fib will be here at least. Okay. So if that's the entry price, all right, tingnan natin. So in this case, I want to go for a sell order. Okay. Why am I setting a sell order? Umakit si price Ken. Bakit ka nagsasell? I want this pullback to happen. Okay. So yun ang nakikita ko kasi. So if it can continue, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with reassessing my position later on. Okay. So another pending order here for a sell. My entry price will be, I'll go for, yeah, 124.69 is okay for me. 124.69. Then stop loss will be, that's a little bigger. Previous bar lang tayo. 125.81-ish. Okay, 125.81. Pending order, since we are on the daily chart, daily pa naman to. Right? Expiry will be the same bar, but there. Ay, what happened? Mali ata na pindot ko. Sandali. Ulit tuloy ako ng type. 69 was it? Yeah, 124.69. 124.69. Then the stop loss will be, yeah, update ko na lang siya dyan sa 125. 125.83. Sige. Then expiry here. Again, since we are on the daily chart, we want that to end, or that pending order to be automatically removed from our list. Okay. At the end of the current bar. So if that goes in our favor, happy days. Pag hindi naman, then we just simply cancel that pending order and reassess our position. Baka pwede na siyang mag-breakout dyan. Kasi kung titingnan nyo sa monthly chart, no, ito na yun eh. Okay? Oops, let me just pause that. Okay? Kung mag-move back ako, alright, there's still another level there, right, which is going back like 2000, year 2001, na pwede niya pang akyatin doon, somewhere at 134, like about, yeah, this big of a move, right? So kaya nga, pag hindi naman, mas malaki pa rin naman yung dito ibababa niya. Okay? Pero pansinin nyo ha, okay? Kailan pa yan? Diba? Kailan pa yan? So, we'll see. Baka gusto niyang balikan ulit. Na-miss niya na ata yung level na yun na bibisitahin niya lang. Tapos saka siya magre-reverse ulit. So, well anyway, if that price stays above, then I will reconsider a buy. Right? Sa ngayon kasi, on the daily chart at least, the price is still testing that horizontal line that I drew. So, baka hindi siya magstay above that level. Okay? I cannot consider that, or for me personally lang ha, I cannot consider that as a breakout yet. Okay? It could be a false breakout. That's why I'm anticipating for a false breakout, I mean. Kaya nakalagay ako ng sell, right? Yun yung ina-anticipate ko. A false breakout, kaya nagsasell ako. Okay, so I want to jump into USDCAD now, which also have almost identical situation. Kaso nga lang, nandito pa siya. Ito lang yung tinitest niya na level. So, in this case, yes, if I will take a trade here, it is more of a sell than a buy. Kasi bakit? Dito yung buy level natin, umakyat na yan eh. Right? So, na-miss na natin yung buy na yan. I know the EMAs could look like it's crossing over, or like the orange is crossing over the blue, right? Pero, sabi nga natin, right, this is still a resistance. You don't want to be, okay, though this one has broken, right? You don't want to be in the trade while it's still here, bumaba muna sa kaumakyat. So, ibig sabihin, natalo ka muna bago, yeah, exactly, nag-take profit. Layo nung take profit. Di talaga. So, but then, again, knowing that the price have stayed here in this level, right? Tingnan natin kung kaya niya pa. Okay? I-push yan higher. So, on H4, if you want to be a little aggressive, okay, ang sa akin ngayon is, ito na yung nakikita natin, oh. Right? Breakout, a pullback here, then you can see the waves now gaining momentum here. Pero na medyo na late ka na dito. Antay mo na lang yung pullback ulit. Okay? Pwede ako mag-buy dito. Pero on D1, it's more of a sell pa din. Okay? H1 already have moved, by the way. So, meaning, medyo na late ka na doon. 30 minutes, which is, again, showing this chart right here, the EMA. Doon ka lang sa D1. Yan, okay. So, we want to see a little pullback. Look at that beautiful bounce, oh. Right? Pero the entry price could have been set here. So, that's the entry price. You made about 21 pips there. So, for a 15-minute trade, this is actually profit-taking level na, no? Right? 20, 30 pips. Tapos wait for the price to pull back, then jump back in. Okay? So, meaning, yes, kahit mag-spike pa man yan, ganyan, tinan nyo ha, medyo tempting na pumasok ngayon, uma-action siya ng parang aakyat pa siya, no? Pero, no, I don't want to get in there. I want the price to pull back. I will buy somewhere here. This is where I want to buy. Diyan siya. Okay? Tingnan natin mamaya kung kaya pa yan. If not, baka tomorrow na on USDCAD. Alright, so, well, technically, that's my take on the major currency pairs, right? On a Wednesday. We have several pending orders there. Okay? So, let me know what your thoughts will be in this positions that we have taken. Ano yung opinion nyo? I don't really mind receiving messages from you. I would love to receive a message from you. So, just a reminder for everyone, no? If you're watching this video on a much later time, please understand that the price could have moved differently. And you might want to open your chart, the actual chart, to really see what's going on in the market. Yeah? Take this information as help for you to understand what's happening in the market. Okay, these are general information that I'm giving you, and not a personal advice, or not even a financial advice. Okay, so take every information with a grain of salt, that is. Okay, so we will resume the session on Monday, same time, 8:30, for our live market analysis. Guys, please enjoy your week. Do not stress yourself out. Yeah, please use this time, right, to relax, chill, and build for a stronger trading week next week. All right? Don't stress yourself out. Trading should be fun, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now. Cheers.